Hello? For a walk. Here's the OOTD. Tess got me this top. Hey, this would be kind of cute in here, huh? Be a little much. That would go right there. Oh, that's fun. There's Minnie. Are you so cute? You say hi? Oh, Beanie. So he wanted food. We went for a walk, but he doesn't know. He doesn't really want to eat yet. So here we are. There's little kitty. Oh, it's a love fest here. It's a love right, Beanie? Oh my God. Oh, I'm feeling better. I'm listening to positive affirmations. I really let these people hurt my self-esteem. And so I'm building my self-esteem. I always felt so confident. And, being an old woman, it's like, it's a different identity. And so I'm just learning how to be old. I did see an older, good-looking, what you doing up there, huh? What you doing up there? You having some fun? You having some fun? You're very cute. Where you going? Where you going? If you get the camera out of the way, I'd jump right. Oh, there he goes. It's a desert, so it's kind of a little bit dry, so we've got all these humidifiers going. If they say there's like fluoride in the water, what's it doing in the air and what's it doing to her? Let's see. Okay, so what was I saying? Yes. So, yeah, working on my identity. So, yeah. Let's see, to catch up. Working on the script. Including my own life. I always include my own life into my scripts because it makes it more my perspective, my growth, my humanity. And, you have to be careful how you do it so that you don't expose like a sister, or I'm not saying I'm talking about my sister, but, you do it so it's clandestine, it doesn't hurt anybody, doesn't expose anybody, but you still kind of use what happened, your emotions about what happened. And so I'm working on that, and it's a little bit challenging. It brings up old feelings, and these people that hurt me, I visualized. Oh, I gotta tell you about my dream. I visualized myself hugging them. They hurt me, I hurt them. I guess I hurt them by just being me. Weirdly. That's sad that you just being you and not cooperating with the way they wanted you to be, like bend this way, but I can't. Well, now we're mad at you. I don't bend that way. I don't believe that way. I'm not Amish. I don't want to drive a horse and buggy to work. It's like I don't want to wear my hair brown short and cropped off, and I don't want to wear, this kind of thing. It's like, it's just brutal. It's just brutal. So I'm making my little chocolate concoction here. And it just, that's hard. But, so I had a dream last night. I dreamed that my boyfriend of 7 years, we called him Funky Co. He's dead now. He committed suicide. He jumped. Evidently a psychic said he jumped, and I believe it. I thought he had a drug overdose, but she said, oh no. She called him in, and he goes, hi. And he goes, I jumped. He said it was mentally ill when he was dating me, which makes sense. I thought he was just a cokehead or something, but no, he was mentally ill. Oh, but he was good in bed. So, well, when you're young and foolish, and he made great music, and it's in the movie. So, yeah. I could kind of tell he was mentally ill right at the end. That's when I got out. He's like, he wasn't talking. He'd gotten worse. Drugs and marijuana makes people schizophrenic. They found the THC levels. Be careful if you're a cannabis lover. My fall colors, Christmas coming. Yeah, I don't celebrate Christmas anymore, although I've been listening to Christmas music, so I guess part of me. But I don't buy all the gifts, and I don't do all the materialistic stuff. Plus, I'm 62, plus money's tight because of the situation financially. Maybe I'll do gifts in the future, but I don't know. I definitely don't do Santa Claus. It's Satan Claus, so feet to the fire, and children in the living room, and little people, and the reindeer were actually originally goats, and they came in the night. They stole your kids. Yep. Who's naughty? Who's naughty? It doesn't matter if you're naughty or nice. He'll take you either way. But let's see. Oh, the dream. Okay, so Funky Cow, the guy I was dating. And I dreamed that he was there, and then he was like real upset, which he was always really upset. You know, he was always troubled and upset and angry. And, you know, I mean, we laughed a lot, and we played, but he was a very troubled guy. And coming from a father who was autistic, who was always troubled, it seemed like normal to me. Nothing to get in life. So there's my little kitty. So in the dream, he was troubled, and he said, I want to go get so-and-so. So he goes and gets so-and-so, but she's a dead corpse. She's like, what is it, petrified? And I'm like, I don't know if it was his mother or his aunt. It was an unidentified woman. And she was just big and stiff, and like, you know, put her in the car. And I said to his sister, a younger girl, a child, and I said, you can drive with me. And she goes, no, I want to drive with them. And I'm like, okay, you know. And then I woke up, and I listen on, I subscribe to this thing on YouTube where it comes down the shorts, and it always shows like the larynx or the thing. It's a real human body's cut open. And I find it fascinating because my father was a radiologist, and I looked through those books as a kid, and it's like very fascinating to me to actually see the actual flesh and then going through the body, and how the you know, gallbladder is your larynx, your whatever, the brain. It's all just very interesting to me. But I think I have to. And then I also watch this hospice nurse that talks about the death rattle and the last breaths. And it's kind of interesting because you just think, well, everybody dies the same. I know my dad didn't feel well, and he called the people, and they helped him. They were helping him to bed, and that's when he died, right there in their arms. And, you know, thank God he got to die with somebody, you know, be held in somebody's arms rather than kind of just alone gasping for breath. But some of these people that have cancer and they're like unconscious, and it's like they're on drugs and stuff, they talk about the rattle, and they said they take a breath, and then they won't take a breath for a long, long time, and then they'll take a breath, and there's like liquid formulating because it's not circulating, so it's like a death rattle, like, so I think I gotta not subscribe to these things because it's like giving me nightmares. But things are good. Tess gave me this dress. Got some interesting bright colors. I wore the N4K leggings with the gorgeous colors in the leggings, and I think it's interesting. And then I did this, and there was an older guy that was putting out his Christmas decorations, and he was handsome. And he goes, I go, hi. And he goes, well, hello. And it was like, oh my God, he thinks I'm pretty. So I didn't think I was pretty anymore. Like, you know, am I just invisible now? Like, you know, little ladies, you can strap on some hair extensions, but you're still ugly. You know? I'm like, somebody thought I was pretty. I could tell by his voice, and it made me feel good. I know we shouldn't be validated by other people finding us attractive or not, even if it's a neighbor. I mean, I don't know if he's married or single. He's good looking. Salt and pepper hair and kind of nice hair. So I'm on the dating sites, and it's hard at 60. Think about 60-year-old people. What do they look like? I mean, I'm all proofed up and, you know, taped up. Got tape on the face, holding the face up, and I've got hair extensions on that make it appear kind of younger, but not on a close inspection. I was laughing this morning because I had a little bit of peach fuzz. It's like almost like hair. That's where you can see it. In this crease right here, I'll get sparkles on from where the tape is. I put some sparkle in case my hair blows back. But there was like some hair growing in there, and I just said, oh, fuck it. I don't care. I remember looking at my husband's, Tessa's mother when she was older, and she kind of had boogers in her nose, and her glasses were all stained up. And, you know, granted, she was on prescription drugs, or I don't know, like Vicodin and stuff, and so she wasn't quite in her right mind. But old people, you know, they just can't see as well, and things kind of go awry. Like, your body doesn't function as well with boogers and stuff like that. So I mean, I felt like, am I getting to that stage where it's like, oh yeah, fuck it. You know, I got some peach fuzz in the corner of my mouth, fine. In the crack of my wrinkles, fine. I don't care. So let's see here. I'm making some breakfast. What else is going on? So the psychic said I need to take a trip, and Tess and I were talking about going to Mammoth and going skiing. Or going to Vegas, and it's like, I want to, but she drives really crazy, and we get on each other's nerves after a while. We start arguing and bickering, and I don't know. Everybody kind of does that when you're on a trip, because you get tired, and you're supposed to be going, like you'll go for 8 hours, go in each other's presence, and you don't really take time to rest and rejuvenate, and so then you start picking on each other. So we've got to be very careful, you know, about that. But she did say we need to be more friendly, which we have. Little kitty eating, so we're more friendly, and I'm definitely in a more grateful space, more peaceful space, and content. Yeah. Okay, so there we were. I don't know if you guys, you've seen that before. Yeah, just content. And let's see what else. If I were to dig deep in my psyche. Well, I'll talk about this topic about keeping secrets, you know. It's like, I was never a person that was good at keeping secrets. I mean, I have a learning disability for one, and I couldn't remember all of my friends' secrets. Like, don't tell Jessica that Barton is dating his brother, her brother, because she's in love with him, but he doesn't love her. And then, then he comes back and goes, well, now they're broken up, and now that you can tell him, because I don't know, it's all right now, you can talk about it if you want to. And then the other one will come up and go, you know, don't tell anybody, but I am dating the manager of the club. And then come back, you know, like later, yeah, we're gonna get married, and you know, I'm gonna be quitting. And so you got like 30 girls telling you all this shit, and it's like, your brain just can't keep up with it all. My brain couldn't keep up with it all, and I just wasn't good at it. I've always been like, be an open book. You know, I know that you do have to have confidences. You just have to. And for the most part, I was good at it, but sometimes it was just overwhelming. And I think also that, like, when something really unfair happens, something really hurtful. Now, all of us have to take responsibility for how we got ourselves in that position. Just like with my crazy boyfriend of 7 years, it was my fault. I saw the warning signs. I walked into the front door, and he said, I'm an asshole. And I'm like, no, you're not. Right there, I should have turned around and said, you know what? I appreciate this, but I'm not feeling it. Or I forgot my ballet suit. My ballet shoes, I'll be back. And then not return. Because if he was that crazy, you know, like, if he's an asshole, you don't know. And he did rape me that day. That day, in the bathroom, just done. It was over before I knew it. Like 2 seconds later, I'm like, well, I'm done. What the fuck was that? I mean, normal people don't do that. But I wanted that music, so I go back, and I was like, and I have the music in the movie, and it's phenomenal. So, I mean, I paid the price, 7 years. And I did fall in love with the guy. So about keeping secrets. It's like, hi, baby. You didn't eat your doggy food. So, lava lamp, lava lamp. It's like antique. I showed you this before. So, I do want to protect people. You know, it's like I do want to safeguard them. These people that, you know, did things for charity in my community, and I know them as neighbors. I don't want to out them and say, yeah, but they have a secret room where they like to spanky do this. It's like in the community, you want to go, okay, yeah, Mr. Head of the line dancing. God, this isn't true, but I'm just going to say this. The head of the line dancing guy, he's a great guy. I love him. He's done. The truth of the matter is the line dancing guy did a lot of good for the whole community. Helped get the whole thing built, saved the birds from being destroyed when they were taking out the dirt. You know, I'm just making all this stuff up because I'm just trying to hypothetically make something that you can understand what I'm talking about. But so he did all these good things. He literally saved the birds. He literally transformed here. He made it a better environment. He's done things for humanitarian stuff around here. He's done incredible charitable acts. He literally saved our community. Let's take it that far. He literally, I mean, this whole place was going to be condemned if it wasn't for him. But he's a kinky motherfucker, right? Well, it's like, I want to put it in the movie. I want to put it in the movie without, you know, exposing the next door neighbor and his challenge. Because it's like, I just feel compelled to put it in the movie because it makes the movie so much better without pointing to him, without exposing him. Nobody's going to know by the time I change it all up that I'm talking about Peter Roberts. Nobody knows I'm talking about Peter Roberts. But it makes the movie really good. So I'm just praying for guidance. Praying for God, you know, to show me. Is this beautiful? Yeah, these colors sumptuous. Yeah. That's what I do. I'm a color expert. And my clothes. I got the clothes with the colors. The fall colors. Fall is so beautiful, isn't it? The colors. Oh, the gorgeous colors. God's world is so colorful, isn't it? So I'm just praying, and I actually visualize myself hugging him, Peter Rogers, and his wife all together and hugging. Now, these people evidently, or this guy, hates my guts. Hates me. He's opposed to everything that I stand for. You know, it's like, I mean, what do I stand for? Well, glamour, femininity, sexy, you know, colors, glamour. And my life, yes, my life was a debacle, but it's easy to judge somebody. You weren't raised up in an autistic home with a raging alcoholic father and a compulsive overeating mother, and you just tried to survive the best way you knew how. Easy to judge, easy for you to say when you lived in an ivory tower. I'm not saying that this person, Peter Rogers, didn't have a very fucked up life. I'm not saying he didn't suffer that's the reason I have compassion for this guy. He had a very difficult life. Very difficult. And it's like, I have empathy for him, but he does not have empathy for me. And that's the best he can do. Just like I can't wear boys' clothes and a little, you know, soldier suit. I can't do it. I was raised to be an artist. He can't have empathy for someone like me. And I just need to accept that. He cannot look at me and go, well, Erica's a good girl. She's a great one. She's making great movies. You know, let's, you know, he can't do that. There is no, I like you, you like me, mutual respect. There's none of that. And there never will be. And that's what I have to come to terms with. This person is never going to like me. You know what? But does God like me? Do I like me? That's what really counts. It's like not another person. Well, this person in the community could really cause me extreme problems. And I have to be aware of that. I mean, they're powerful. They can really hurt me. And I have to pray for guidance. You know, is it worth putting something in your script that gets you like injured? I got to get a psychic reading. I got to get a psychic reading and find out. And then after I do all this months of work, because I got to wait till I can afford it, but I'm still moving forward, because when I write the script, I have to write from using all the colors of the palette, which are all the experiences of my life. I can't cut out half of the colors and half of the knowledge and half of the information writing the script, because it's like, hi.
What are you doing?
Just making a little video.
Okay.
Yeah, there's my little baby. You don't get any treats because you didn't eat your doggy food. Yeah, you just ate kibble. You got to eat the wet food. What? He's like, what? So, yeah, painting. You guys know this painting. He's holding his hand out like this. Yep. So, God, you know, puts us on earth. Nothing happens by accident. Nothing happens by accident in this world. Good things are coming my way. There is a guy out there that doesn't smoke pot, that doesn't smoke cigarettes, that doesn't drink alcohol, that it doesn't mind an old woman that looks like a painted up Barbie doll. You know, it's like, that likes me the way I am, that wants to help me with my movie. There's not, you know, I feel ashamed that it's like, if a woman has a child, does she feel guilty that she's looking for a man to raise her child? No, she doesn't. Well, God didn't make me to raise children. He made me to make art and movies. And so do I feel guilty that I want somebody to help me do that? I don't know. There's a guy out there that makes movies that wants to do it and will see the value of my script, of my idea. And that's exciting. So this is what we're dealing with. And just being in the day, in the moment, in the now, and enjoying what I do have. You know, it's like at 60 years old, okay, in 10 years, I'll be 70. In 20 years, I'll be 80. In 30 years, I'll be 90. My friend Hildegard's 94. And she's shopping and doing her thing. She was a model. She's amazing. I love her. Brain on fire, gets around. She's just adorable. The only reason I don't hang out with her is she doesn't do her research. And that's important. If you guys haven't done your research, it's time. It's time. You want to live in the real world, you have to know what's really going on, and go to the Sacred Blue Tent on Telegram and just scan. And you'll see. Oh, they have it all there. Tartaria and Lemuria and hidden history and the truth about everything that we were lied to. So, yeah. I think Tarot by Janine on BitChute is good. Yeah. And, yeah. Find out. There's little Beanie. All right. So this is my little touchstone with you guys. We got kitty here. This beautiful kitty. This big, beautiful kitty. Whoa. And this boy, my love. Oh, you're so sweet, baby. Nice, beautiful kitty. It's beautiful kitty. Yeah, you are with those whiskers. Look at those whiskers. They've been playing all morning, haven't you? Thank you, up. Hey, are you playing? Yeah. Okay. Has anybody told you they love you today? They didn't. I love you. I do.